my beautiful people. I'm doing a very strange video, and to be honest, it's not book related in any way, shape, or form. But I'm calling this Katy Spilling the Tea. And basically, this series of videos is going to be about funny stories and really strange and weird, bizarre stories that I find on the internet that I would like to share with you all. So I'm going to drink a cup of tea, biscuit tea, of course, and I'm basically just going to tell you about some of the weird stuff that I've found online. And today's story is about, now, warnings here if you're not a fan of clowns. I'm going to be talking about clowns, so just putting that out there now. This story is called Family Creeped Out and Scared After Sinister Clown Painting Appears in Garden. Okay, so this is what the article said. A family has been left frightened and unsettled after a concrete slab featuring a creepy painting of a clown appeared in their back garden. The sinister artwork shows a clown holding a candle on one side and is inscribed with a Bible passage on the other. It mysteriously appeared in the Belfast family's back garden last week. With no idea where it came from, who put it in their garden, or what it means, the family has been left disturbed. I mean, how would you feel if there was a clown that just randomly was looking at you outside your house? Be like, what on earth? So Mark, 38, who has only been identified by his first name, told the Belfast Telegraph, "When my wife and I left for work in the morning as normal, it wasn't there. But when she got home with our two daughters in the mid-afternoon, she looked out the window and noticed it. After being sent a picture of the painting by his scared wife, Mark told her not to touch the painting until he got home from work. My wife was obviously creeped out," he said. I mean, that's a pretty normal reaction. What reaction was she meant to have? Oh, look, that's us just home from school. Oh my God, what is that? A clown? No, I love clowns. Who's going to have that reaction? Nobody. He said someone would have had to come through our gate and down the steps to place it there and deliberately place it so it was facing the window so we would see it. Do you think someone's got something against this family and thought, hey, I know what would be good to do to them? Put a clown there. Already unsettled by the paintings, things only got worse when Mark lifted the slab up to discover an inscription on the back. It read, "Let your light shine, Matthew 5:16, he said. The verse refers to glorifying your Father in heaven and is often quoted by Christians to encourage kindness and pride in their faith. With so many unanswered questions, Mark contacted friends and family to see if the slab was part of an elaborate prank. I mean, my first initial reaction would not be, I'm going to phone my mum and dad and be like, excuse me, did you think it would be funny to paint a clown in my garden? No. He said he checked with neighbours to see if they had seen anything similar, but it was just us, he said. He also asked on social media to see if anyone else knew anything about the spooky clown or had also had one appear in their garden. Some speculated the painting could be a sinister tactic used by burglars to mark houses, but Mark dispelled this theory by saying the slab was not visible from the street. Meanwhile, others drew comparisons with murderous clown Pennywise in Stephen King's horror story It. Mark said he had decided not to report the incident to the police. I mean, what would you say if you phoned the police? Hey, my name's Mark, I'm 38, I live in Belfast, and, well, my wife came home from work and picking up the kids and looked out the window and there was a clown there. I then lifted the slab and then there was an inscription from the Bible. What do I do? Can you please find the person that did it? Because, yeah. And then he says here, we ended up throwing it in the bin and told our children, both of whom are under 5, that it was a silly picture. The most disturbing thing is why it was done and why specifically our property. We have no idea who would do this, but with 2 children at home, it's so unsettling. I mean, just putting this out there, but what was this slab used for? Was it just like a garden slab? Was it on the ground? Or, you know, like, was the slab theirs or did the slab just appear? Like, has some graffiti artist out there thought, ha ha ha, I'm going to paint a clown? But to be honest, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And the burglar theory doesn't make sense either, because you hear of people like marking certain gates and gardens and things if they've got animals. But why on earth would you put something so obvious there? Like a clown on a slab? Because people are obviously going to notice that. So, yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for Mark and his family, and I feel sorry for his kids. But at the same time, like, they're now going to be known as that family that had a clown on their slab. Like, how do you even approach your neighbors and say, yo, just putting this out there, have you had any clowns in your garden? I mean, people would start to look at you in a really weird light. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to really say about this story. And there's nothing more about it either. So, have you had a random clown slab put in your garden? Do you have any thoughts and theories of why someone would do that? Um, yeah, it's a bizarre story, I'll give it that. It's really weird and it became newsworthy. So, I mean, he wouldn't tell the police about it, but he would tell the Telegraph about it, the Belfast Telegraph. So, yeah, bizarre, weird. Here we are. This is the first weird, bizarre story. If you've enjoyed this video, thank you. I just thought I would bring some weird and wonderful things to your attention, because it's the type of things, if you spend too long on the internet, you find really weird things. So there we are. That is the first in the episodes of Spilling the Tea with Katy, talking about the weird and bizarre out there. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you again soon.